This new acquisition is a lemon. How do you find out everything before you buy? And how do you cut through the hype and find the truth? Don't you wish everything had an Amazon rating? How do you find opinions of others before you make really expensive oil and gas acquisitions? This video shows how to use AppIntel to find valid opinions about acquisition properties, third-party opinions of those who knew the property best but are no longer available. You'll see how to find the previous operators' reserves and their plans and recommendations. I'm Granger Low with AppIntel. AppIntel is an online search engine through regulatory applications. Each regulatory application contains the operator's perspective on the exploitation of oil and gas fields. For this example, we are working on a fictitious acquisition, Rainbow. Rainbow was operated by Husky for decades, but now it's operated by another company. Husky's applications to the regulator contain huge amounts of technical information, and it's all in the public domain in regulatory applications. And you can find it through AppIntel. Let's search for Keg River miscible flood applications. One way to use AppIntel is to search in the KIP box. KIP means knowledge is power. The KIP box allows us to search for anything inside applications. Here is information on Keg River F pool. That's one of the biggest pools in the basin. And here's the biggest, Keg River B pool. Here's an interesting application, minimum solvent bank thickness. I'm not sure what that is, but let's check it out. I'm ordering this application. And here it is in my inbox. Click on the link in the email to download it from the AppIntel website. I'm going to save it to my desktop and unzip the file so we can see it. Okay. It has a manifest. This application was submitted by Husky in 2016, approved 2 months later in March. These are all the application documents. For this application, I see there are maps and PVT information, approval documents. Here's the application letter. Let's start there. This was submitted by someone that's no longer at Husky. He retired a couple of years ago. He wrote about reserves. He wrote about interesting patterns, and he included a structure map. That will be interesting. Let's look at the structure map. Oh, that's nice. This is a 3D structure map. That map shows Husky's best interpretation of the pool. There's no way you could come up with this for your acquisition presentation on your own. But you can just borrow it from the application and show it to management. That increases their confidence that you know what you're talking about. What else do you have? Here's some reserve information. Recovery factors, recoverable oil and gas reserves. Let's take a look at that. This will be better than coming up with my own version of reserves because this is the best information Husky had before they laid everybody off. Here's the oil in place. They show recovery factors. Wow, that's a big recovery factor. This will be very helpful in doing an acquisition evaluation. We found information in AppIntel about this fictitious acquisition. How would you even find this without AppIntel? This will give us a big leg up on reviewing the project. An acquisition using information found in AppIntel is more valid and trustworthy and quicker to assemble. Using this information is like having a rating on Amazon, an opinion from a third party who is intimately familiar with the field. Making oil and gas acquisitions is like shopping for cars. When you're kicking tires, there's always excitement. And hopefully you walk away with a great acquisition, not a money pit. Think of AppIntel as the lemonade guide to oil and gas properties. This has been a video on how to use AppIntel to help you make better acquisition evaluations faster. AppIntel has 2.6 million application documents, each chock full with technical information.